What happened the moment breathing stopped is one of the most violent silent crises a body faces. Every organ you have was running in perfect balance, and then the air supply simply cut off clean. The collapse that follows a stopped breath moves faster through your body than most people realize. Your lungs, fully inflated just moments ago, begin losing volume as the diaphragm locks in place. The bronchial tubes go completely dark and airless as the last oxygen particles vanish inside them. Blood inside your pulmonary veins begins shifting color, turning from healthy red to deep blue-purple. Your heart keeps pumping, but now it receives dark, oxygen-stripped blood from the silent lungs. The brainstem explodes with panic signals, firing electric bursts down the phrenic nerve desperately. Chemoreceptors on your carotid artery detect the CO2 spike and blast warning signals toward the brain. Your adrenal glands erupt in a golden hormone surge, flooding the bloodstream with raw adrenaline fast. Red blood cells are now releasing oxygen and locking onto CO2 instead, turning dark in every artery. The cerebral cortex starts flickering as oxygen vanishes from the capillaries feeding your gray matter. Coronary arteries feeding the heart begin narrowing as the oxygen debt in cardiac muscle rapidly grows. The diaphragm sits completely frozen while frantic nerve signals arrive and find nothing responds at all. Liver and kidneys begin losing their warm biological glow as oxygen saturation drops across the body. Inside individual neurons, mitochondria are dimming from bright orange to gray as ATP production fails. The frontal lobe flickers with erratic bursts while the brainstem alone holds its single warm glow on. Patches of heart muscle begin losing their bioluminescent glow as early ischemia quietly takes hold. Capillary walls inside the brain begin swelling, trapping red blood cells and blocking any flow at all. Neural signal traffic down the full length of your spinal cord is visibly fading toward complete silence. Heart cell mitochondria are collapsing now. The electron transport chain is fully frozen and powerless. Kidney nephrons detect the oxygen loss and begin shutting down filtration one tiny tubule at a time. The hippocampus goes dark first as memory centers fail, while the amygdala fires one last distress burst. Pulmonary capillaries carry nothing but dense CO2 clouds now. The alveolar wall beside them sits empty. The entire venous system has turned deep blue-purple, while the heart glows as the last warm point left. Sodium pumps inside brain cells are failing, membranes are swelling, and the cellular structure is breaking. Your heart beats erratically now. The conduction pathway flickers instead of carrying an organized wave. Liver cells switch into emergency glycolysis, burning stored sugar without oxygen just to stay barely alive. Motor neuron signals in the cervical spine have gone completely dark. No commands reach the lungs at all. Almost every organ has dimmed to blue-gray now, leaving only the brainstem flickering faint amber red. Heart muscle cells rupture at the microscopic level as calcium floods inside and mitochondria go fully black. The cerebral cortex is completely dark now, and the brain's edges begin swelling under rising pressure. The heart's conduction system collapses into scattered chaos. No organized beat remains in any chamber. Neurons are dying in waves across the brain, their dendrite connections snapping like breaking light threads. The aorta barely pulses now as peripheral arteries go dark and every organ system shuts itself down. Kidney tubule cells are dissolving at the microscopic level as acute necrosis spreads through the tissue. The liver's internal structure is collapsing, hepatocytes failing, sinusoids empty, portal vein now static. Ventricular fibrillation has taken over. The heart is a storm of chaotic microcontractions with no output. Cerebral blood flow has completely stopped. The brain's entire vascular tree is uniformly dark and silent. Every organ in the body has gone dark. The vascular system runs black as the final heartbeats slowly fade. CPR compressions drive a small burst of blood into the aorta, giving the collapsed body its first lifeline. A rescue breath forces oxygen into the airless lungs, and alveolar sacs begin slowly reopening one by one. Oxygen particles re-enter cerebral capillaries, and neurons at the brainstem flicker back to life first. The heart's conduction wave returns as a line of warm light, and the lungs begin partially filling again. One side of the body glows warm and oxygen-rich, while the other remains dark, showing what was nearly lost.